What is a good problem statement? Although research problems differ a great deal, and although there is no one right way to state a research problem, certain characteristics of problems and problem statements can be learned and used to good advantage. Let us take, for example, the following research problem. What is the effect of the use of primary teaching kit on the cognitive development of primary school children? Note that the statement is in question form in which two variables, primary teaching kit and cognitive development of primary school children, have been linked together in a certain relationship. Note also that this is a question in the mind of the researcher and he has expressed it in a simple statement. Also note that the problem states a relationship between variables. Let us take another example. Do comments made by the supervisor of student teachers cause an improvement in their performance? It would be seen that one variable is supervisor's comments and the other is student teacher's performance. The relational part is cause which links the two variables. A problem then is an interrogative sentence or statement that asks what relation exists between two or more variables. The answer to this statement is what is being sought in the study. If the problem is a scientific one, it will always have two or more variables and these will be related to each other in a specific way. There are three criteria of good problems and problem statement. A. The problem should express a relationship between two or more variables. Is X related to? Is use of primary teaching kit related to the cognitive development in children? How is X and related to Z? How is use of primary teaching kit and method of teaching related to cognitive development in children? Or, to take the other example, are comments of the supervisor related to performance of student teachers? B. The problem should be stated clearly and unambiguously in question form. Instead of saying, for instance, the problem is, or the purpose of the study is, ask a question. The questions have the advantage of expressing the problem in a direct and precise way and there is no beating about the bush. Secondly, the purpose of the study need not be the problem of the study. The study of noise level, for instance, has the purpose of providing optimum conditions for examinations, while the problem of the study is to see what is the effect of noise on the performance of the students. It has been stated earlier that research is response to a problem. The research is, thus, undertaken to seek answer to P question arising in the mind of the research. Sometimes the statement of the problem may not be explicitly stated in the form of a question, but the question implicit can always be discerned. Thus, for example, the questions implicit in the problem statements on temper tantrums and bed soiling in Pan 3.8 are: is there any difference in the extent of temper tantrums shown by 6-year-old children who were bottle-fed and those who were breastfed? Is there any difference in the extent of bed soiling by those 4-year-olds whose mothers are working and those whose mothers are not working women? C. The problem and the problem statement should be such as imply/permit possibilities of empirical testing. A problem that does not contain implications for testing its stated relations is not a scientific problem. This means not only that an actual relation is stated, but also that the variation of the relation is measurable in some way. Many interesting and important questions are not scientific questions because variables cannot be measured, e.g. metaphysical questions like existence of God, etc. Education has many interesting, yet not researchable, questions like what effects are taking place in the thinking of Pakistani children in this rapidly changing society of Pakistan, or is uncertain political process in Pakistan detrimental to our children? The main difficulty in above-mentioned problem is that most of them are not relations and most of their constructs are very difficult or impossible to define in a way that they can be measured. A beginning can be made in conducting research into these complex problems, once the global concept of thinking of Pakistani children is broken up into thinking about parents, thinking about schools, thinking about their responsibility toward family, school and community, etc. Similarly, some studies can be undertaken in the other area if detrimental to their self-concept, detrimental to their concept of nationhood, detrimental to their confidence in a secure future, etc.